So what do you think about eBay this morning?
Let's just say I'm not a happy camper.
When that woman wakes up charged, ready to list, in this case Star Trek stuff, last thing we want to do is have eBay fail and stop her. We want that woman listing with no breaks. Yep, this page isn't working, which stops us from working. My note's gone now too, so maybe the site will start functioning better this morning. We'll see whether the note pops back up. You don't want to see notes from eBay saying they're sorry, but they can't access the data you want. So you woke up this morning. You were going to work on eBay.
I'm ready.
You were ready. You were going to work on some old drafts and you were going to upload photos into new drafts. You were going to work on some old listings and freshen them. This started last night. What happened?
I was going through some listings and I noticed this really good item had 0 watchers and 0 views. So I thought, let's end it. It would bring it forward. It's been old. It was listed quite a while ago. So I was going to relist it and give it a better look, tweak the title, maybe, get some more interest in the item. And I understand they can't get it into Unsold right away. So I waited. And then every time I went to it, it kept saying, "We're sorry." And now I'm still getting the "we're sorry" when I try to even list something because they're having issues. And I tell you what, they should be sorry. I'm ready to do it now.
And you heard your phone ding and you were like, maybe they're apologizing. It's like, have you ever honestly known eBay to apologize?
No, but they should.
But they should work day in and day out. When you're ready, eBay should be ready.
I think so.
Well, maybe we'll have to do something else. How about some more coffee while we wait on eBay?
That sounds good.
Or we could take photographs and just wait for them to fix themselves and then we could upload them.
Okay.
What are you working on? Star Trek Sci-Fi stuff?
I am.
Yep. So you were excited because they're in your way and you wanted them up and gone, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes.
When I list them, Brian's nice enough to get them all out into the garage with the other inventory.
That's right. Out of the house, into the garage, and out of your way.
Don't belong in the house.
It's that note on the corner of your laptop there. That's the listing you took down last night and a reminder to go find it when eBay's finally working again?
It is.
Yeah.
Here's my overview, and I'm supposed to be able to go down here to Unsold and Not Relisted and find it. And there it is.
Oh, it finally appeared.
It finally appeared.
After, 24 hours, 22 hours?
Something like that.
Yeah, I had a note on my screen this morning saying, sorry, your summary is not available.
Yeah. See, but it's a listing from back in 2023, and I don't know how much they give, notice on the eBay platform to something that's been up that long.
Oh, you mean like, do they even bother putting it in front of buyers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a concern.
I just don't think it's seen at all. And now I have to laugh because it had absolutely no views.
And now it shows 17 views and 7 watchers. That's a Klein tool. So Klein is a good brand in the electrical category. Mm-hmm. Electricians use a lot of Klein tools. Now that other item, that's a listing I took down, that Pelco.
Yes.
That's a listing I took down and sent to the local consignment, but we're waiting to make sure it sells before we remove that. We try not to put them up on multiple platforms at the same time. So that's in a holding pattern to see if the other platform, the local platform, sells it. But it is a specialty item, so it may not actually sell and may come back to us. And then I can just relist it and update it because it's another old listing.
And see, with the Klein tool, if it had shown the 17 views and the 7 watchers, I never would have ended it. I only end and relist those that have 0 views, 0 watchers.
Yeah, the aging listings. But they've been very off lately with their views, their watchers. I did a search recently, and I could not even get one of my items to come up in a search. And that's always frustrating because when you want to specifically go look at one of your supposedly active listings and you can't find it either from your store or from the active listing page, and then a few days later, you find it. It was there all along, supposedly available to buyers. Yeah, it's also a way to end up with multiple versions of the same item duplicating themselves.
And it does make you wonder, if you're not finding it, your buyers are not finding it. So
Excellent point.
it's frustrating.
All right, so you have relisted the Klein tool.
I have.
So on the tab here, it changed from relist to sell similar.
Yep, it went from relist to sell similar.
But we're still looking at the unlisted, unsold page.
Correct.
And oddly, the update shows a different number of views and watchers. But this item is also active right now, correct?
Correct.
Let's go look at the active listing.
Okay, see, manage inactive listings. So we'll go from there to active, and we'll change it to the newest listing first. And there it is.
And there it is. Well, I guess that's why it changed it to sell similar, though, is to let you know you've already worked on that one and to try to keep you from having two versions up with two different listing numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very strange. Now, you're going to have to go back and manually delete that unlisted copy of the old listing?
I believe it goes away after so long, but to be
Interesting.
safe, it's probably a good idea to go into inactive and delete it.
And a few minutes later, it's gone. But it sat there as a sell similar. So it went from relisted to active while showing a sell similar, and now the sell similar is gone. Yeah, that's a situation ripe for multiple listings of the same item. Yeah, I've got to order some labels. So I like to order from either Washington or Oregon because, for instance, Oregon doesn't have sales tax. So you give it a mile marker. It comes back and it says it's only 965 miles away. Yeah, there seems to be a disconnect and always has been for this particular option. Maybe it just means there isn't any within your zone. It's throwing up those that benefit eBay. Well, they've processed the order. So now the question is, will eBay start sending me discounted offers for the same item from a different seller, cheaper? That's been her experience of late. I guess that's channel progress of sorts, when you start getting these spammy offers to pay you for using their service on YouTube. Looks like the note's back. They're once again temporarily unavailable to load the selling summary. Please refresh, which doesn't work. Try again later. It comes, it goes. Fun with eBay. So the error cleared long enough for you to get the Klein tool listed again, and then it came back. So we're going to try something else here with eBay, a little fun with eBay. Mm-hmm. You've been working on Star Trek items, and we're not that familiar with this. We've sold a lot of figures, but this one's a little different. What is this, some kind of diorama game?
It's a 3D game.
A 3D game.
Yeah.
So I told Rhodes, rather than just looking for like a single comp, these days we can use Gemini, which is up here in the corner. Ask Gemini. And you need a pretty short prompt, basically something like, take a look at recent sales. So you go down and you type a new prompt. Sometimes it can see the product page, sometimes it can't. In fact, I've even started uploading random photos to Ask Gemini things. And I've been using the eBay draft system because on my laptop, it can normally see the photos in the draft of an eBay listing. So the other day I put up all the different parts that had Chinese writing on them for the three-wheel trike, and it gave me translations for all the Chinese. So you put in your prompt, and it's telling you it can't see
That's
it.
because it referred back to that again. I never got to finish
Okay,
what I was
so
typing.
All right, say I've uploaded new photos in a draft for a Star Wars. Oh, this one's Star Wars, not Star Trek.
Yeah.
Oh, your other things you were photographing this morning were Star Trek.
Put it in that draft for Star Wars.
Don't give it too much here, because I wanted to actually work off of these photos rather than too much prompt. Okay, it tells all about it. Amazon. Why is it checking Amazon?
I have no idea.
You can occasionally find it on Amazon through third parties. Is that it? Scroll up and say, like eBay. Okay, so now say, compare the drafts to current and past eBay sales.
eBay draft?
Yeah,
Should I say
eBay draft photos for recent and past comps or something, or recent and past sales. It's thinking. It's thinking. Box condition, completeness. Now, is that a sealed unit?
Yes, that one is. The other one is not.
Okay, so keep going. We're looking for some prices, some values.
It can see your drafts, but it does not see mine. So.
Interesting. I'll have to go in and type that same thing. I'll open the draft and do the same thing on mine. It's almost like your AI and mine have different access.
Right, and I think it's because of something in my settings.
Okay, let me check that. Now I've opened the same draft that Rosie was working on my laptop, and I'm going to ask Gemini basically the same thing. So there's my prompt. Review the eBay draft photos. Compare this item to current and recent listings on eBay for pricing. Yep, and it even noticed that the text is different because we've put it in a draft. I made a whole bunch of drafts for Rosie for Star Trek Playmates figures because she has a bunch of them out on the dining room table. So it actually caught the difference between the title and the photos, Rosie. All right, then it's given me a market comparison. Recent solds 18 to 29, depending on the condition of the shrink wrap and box. Current 20 to 45. Recommended price from eBay $31.56, which is a starting point. And there it's repeated the photo inside of Gemini. Gives me a competitive price if I want a quick sale. Gives me a mid-range recommendation. And at the bottom, it's willing to write a fresh, optimized product description. And I've told it to type the description. There it is. It's actually giving me basically everything I need for the eBay listing right there. But there's definitely a difference between the way I've used the AI, the access I've allowed Gemini, and probably some settings on the laptop. It's more security conscious on Rose. It's not getting in and doing what she wants it to on her laptop, whereas I've answered a few questions here and there over the last couple months, and it can almost always access what's in my draft, even to the point where it noticed that the title I was using right here, because this is what I used as a generic title to make a bunch of multiple drafts for Rosie's figures. It even caught the mismatch. Very interesting. I told Rosie to ask Gemini itself how to let her Gemini see the drafts in the eBay listing. And what did it say?
I just need to, step 1, enable page content sharing in Chrome. Open Google Chrome on your Mac. Click the 3 vertical dots in the right top corner, which is right there. And then in the left-hand sidebar, click on AI Innovations. Click on Gemini in Chrome.
And under permissions, look for a page content sharing and turn it on. Yeah, obviously I did that at some point. It also says you have a new Chrome available. So when you click on those 3 buttons, it'll probably give you some form of an update and then relaunch once you're done. But go ahead and do the steps it suggested, because I'll tell you, Gemini is much more useful if it can actually look at the real photos instead of just guessing from your prompt. And that's why I said don't give it too much information, or it will simply go out, ignore your photos, and then give you what it finds for general answers. But you want to be specific to what you want to show it. So you've gone into Gemini Chrome, and you're basically working with the positions. And then when you're done, you'll probably also want to relaunch and get the new Chrome.
Right.
But yeah, I think this will then work much better for you once you can let the AI assist you when appropriate. And just like that, Gemini has now been given permission to see your eBay drafts. This should make your searches for price comps, comparisons, examples, help your listing flow process improve. You'll have to give me some feedback in a week or two about what you really think about it. You don't have to use it. It's just another tool that's available when you want to. You're looking a little puzzled there, Rosie.
I'm always very leery of these things.
Yeah, letting AI in to access your data. That's a scary new world, isn't it?
Yes.
So what was the first thing it did for you?
It gave me recommended titles, so I copied and pasted it.
Did you like it?
It's a good basic title.
Yeah, you can make changes to it. Make sure you like the words that are up front. Highlight what you feel is important, because just because the AI gives you a recommendation doesn't mean it's right or your preference or even your style,
Nope.
because you have style. But what I've actually noticed about Gemini, a couple things. In a category in which you're very familiar with the items, I can produce a listing faster without playing with Gemini. In a category in which there's an item I haven't seen before, or the price is volatile, or it's a scarce vintage item and there's not a lot of information, then Gemini can help lead me to something. But in a category that, we list day in, day out, yeah, it's faster to skip using Gemini. It will remember what's in the session. Like if you tell it you want to have some
Right.
term, but if you
And
close the
continue
session and you reopen the session, it doesn't seem to go back and recall the things you've told it to do, the syntax, the format. If you say, I always want my listings to end like this, but you close the session, it doesn't seem to carry that information over with itself.